For people who are thinking of starting their own tiny house build, one of the most common questions is, where do I put it once I've built it? Our next tiny house builder, Connie, may have found the perfect solution to just that question. Today we're here at the EarthSong Eco Village, checking out the community's newest and tiniest member.
Hello, Bryce.
Lovely to see
Welcome.
you.
Welcome.
Oh my goodness, this place is gorgeous. Look
Yes.
at that.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And in this amazing, amazing place as well. Look at that.
Yeah. Actually, it's wonderful. It is just wonderful.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm itching to see inside the house.
Okay.
Let's go take a look.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yes.
What a gorgeous space.
And it sort of feels quite spacious, especially this
It
end.
really does. So how big is this trailer?
It's 5 by 225
5 by 225.
meters, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So this is actually probably the smallest tiny house that we've visited so far, and it still actually is quite spacious. So you've actually constructed this house off of the Tumbleweed designs, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. How did that process work for you? Like, did you look into a lot of different design concepts, or did you just sort of see one and was like, yep, that's the shape that I want?
Yeah, it just looked really cute.
Yeah.
It looked cute, yeah. So yeah, the others they were really too big, I thought, some of them.
So the tour. So take it away.
So yeah, you just take this off. It's promote made, and it comes down here.
That's really nice.
So that's where I can sit and do, write on my computer, eat breakfast, and then when I have guests, I can put it out like this.
That's lovely.
Yeah,
And it's beautifully made, isn't it?
it is.
That's fantastic.
And then the thing about the way we've built it is that everything has more than one function. So I'll just take this up again. So if we look at these blocks there.
Right, so we've got chairs here. So these are built as seats?
Yep.
Yeah.
And as
storage as well.
storage.
Because I mean, actually, just looking around, one of the things that I'm immediately noticing is that for the size of this place, there is a lot of storage around here, isn't there?
There is.
I mean, you've got underneath that, you've got the storage in there, two big sort of like wardrobe storage cupboard areas, lots of storage in the kitchen, extra space up there and up there. So for the actual size of the place, there's a tremendous amount of storage room here.
That was what we talked a lot about, making sure we got that. So this can also, end up like a...
Right.
I can lie here if I want to.
That's really nice.
I can lie like that and watch TV up there. The TV isn't there yet.
TV's still to come. So the floors in the tiny house, this here is all cork.
Yeah, it is.
Which is a beautiful finish.
Yeah.
And did you choose the cork because it was lightweight?
Yeah. Lightweight, but also soft and warm. Yeah.
I mean, warm, environmentally, cork is a really, really good choice.
Yeah.
And I think as well, what it also does is because you've got all of the tongue and groove pine walls, it helps to actually create a little bit of difference between the flooring and the walls and the ceiling and everything.
That's right.
It's a nice touch.
Yep.
And the kitchen, now this is just so special, isn't it?
Yes. Not very big, but it's got everything.
This is, I mean, the craftsmanship in here is just second to none. This is really beautiful.
It is.
So, Origo stove. This looks like an Origo 6000, the alcohol stove.
Yep.
Very cool. So how did you come to choose this one?
Well, that was again Connie, who also is building a tiny house. She had researched and found out that that's the cleanest, it burns the cleanest. It doesn't give any pollution at all. I'll show you this.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, I haven't got too much
Very
stuff
cool
there
idea.
yet, but it's for all these things that you need when you're cooking. And it's right here,
Yeah.
next to you.
And again, one of the things that I'm noticing seems to work really, really well in tiny house kitchens is shallow storage. Because you don't want to be ruffling around in big drawers and big cupboards, and and I suppose the temptation to do that is there with the kind of size that you have in the kitchen benches. So creating this kind of longer storage but shallow storage is a great way of having immediate access to everything, so you're not having to fumble about in the kitchen.
Exactly, yeah, it's good.
I like it, it's nice. And so the plumbing in the house, how does that all work? Because I noticed that you are collecting rainwater off of your roof.
Yeah, when I get some drums, which will be very soon. Well, that's just for plants, what I'm collecting. It's not for using in the house. The use in the house that water comes from EarthSong's main tap. So that'll be city water, council water.
Right.
And that goes into a drum, which is 80 litres. It contains 80 litres. And that then comes up here and gets warmed by the water heater, pumped up and warmed by the water heater, and then in through the shower and up here. And then when it all goes out again, it goes into another tank, the grey water tank,
Right.
which I can then empty out. And I have a little trolley that can take, a trolley container that can take about 20 litres. So I can trolley that. And I actually have to take that into EarthSong, into the toilets at EarthSong, because the council wanted that. They didn't want any grey water to be distributed.
So even though you actually have no black water which is mixed in with the grey water, the council was still funny about just watering your veggies with grey water or something.
They could not say yes to that.
How do you feel about that? I mean, do you feel that's reasonable?
I think I can understand why they say it, because I mean they probably want to set an example, or they just want to make sure that things don't go out of control.
When it comes to things like dealing with grey water, that's an area that really starts coming down to personal responsibility, doesn't it? Because personally, what I would like to do with grey water in our tiny house project is actually use it in irrigation and vegetable gardens and that sort of thing. And of course, when you know that you're going to be eating anything which is grown in that
then you
grey
have
water,
to make sure
you're going to be completely conscious about everything that you put into it.
Because it's not just me and my land I'm doing it on, it's EarthSong as well. The whole way through it's been, because it's also EarthSong.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Which is great. And what do EarthSong do with it? What's their solution for the grey water? Does that just go right into their
it just goes into the
sewage?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it does.
So again, like for me, this is a really interesting concept, because there's an opportunity in tiny homes, and this is obviously what your house is equipped to do by collecting its own grey water. You've got the ability to use it if you want, but the council would rather have you add that to their sewage system, which is notoriously already overburdened, so that they can add whatever chemicals that they want and then flush that into our oceans. That is what they would prefer than having a responsible homeowner collect grey water, treat that grey water themselves, and use it in irrigating the land. Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
It doesn't, no.
But it's an opportunity for growth. So the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what I decided I'd use instead of a vacuum cleaner, really, for getting rid of dust and stuff.
The high-tech solution.
Yes, I thought that would be good.
High-tech but effective. Well, seriously though, I mean, in a tiny house, I mean, the beauty of it is, if it does the job, why do you need something else?
Exactly. Well,
I mean,
there is a vacuum cleaner upstairs. But
I mean, I know a lot of people who want to build tiny homes for the sole purpose of not having to do much housework.
Yeah.
So, there you go. And this shower, I really, really like what you've done with this. So, stainless steel basin.
Yeah.
And then is the plastic covering on the walls?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this shower dome is a really nice touch. So can you tell me a little bit about the thinking that's gone into the bathroom here and some of the decisions that you've made?
Well, basically, that dome there, of course, is to not create too much steam. So when the steam goes up, it settles up there and then it drips down. So it goes out as water. so there's not much steam at all.
Yeah.
And I have a shower curtain, which I'm meant to be putting on with some magnets, but I haven't quite worked out how to do it yet.
Right.
That'll happen one day.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and then it was just about making sure there's enough room for the compost toilet in that corner.
Right.
I'll almost sit with my feet into the shower when I'm using the toilet, but that doesn't really matter.
Yeah. And that's the thing, eh? Like, when I guess any decision that you make in a tiny house is going to be a compromise, isn't it? You've got to decide what your own priorities are and what the things that are important to you, and make sure that your house built is customized to your needs.
Yeah.
So if it's more important that you have more storage than a large bathroom, build more storage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is really, really nice, this door here. This is lovely. You just shut me in the bathroom.
Yeah, let's do that. Really cool.
Should we see the sleeping loft?
Oh,
Let's go upstairs.
Yes. Now let's see how can we get up there?
That's a good question. Rope ladder? Climb up?
Let's try see what's here. Oh yeah.
Here we go.
See, sometimes it's a little bit hard to get it off. There we are.
That's really cool. So I mean that just completely folds away when it's not in use.
Yep.
Which is great. And I mean it takes you a matter of seconds to fold out when you do actually need it though.
Exactly.
It's great.
Somebody said to me, what are you going to do when you get old? You can't get up. I said, yes, I can, because I'm doing it every day. So,
that's true. Everyday exercise.
Yep.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Exactly.
Oh, that's really lovely stairs. Good.
Yeah, they're good to be on.
Hello. All right, I'll trade you.
How do you feel up there?
Oh, I feel tall.
Yes.
And you got a beautiful view of the stained glass window.
Yeah.
There's a beautiful story behind it.
Yeah.
And you got the lovely whitewashed walls. And that makes the pine just so light, and so it makes it really spacious. Even though it is a smaller space up here, it still doesn't really feel like it. Hold on 1 second. Yep, that'll do.
This is so cozy.
Yeah.
This is really, really quite sweet. And from up here, you just have the most beautiful view of the house, don't you?
Yes.
This is really something. So, have a lie down here. Oh, this is really, really comfortable.
I'll wake you up before the
I think you should, yeah.
before the rush hour. Before
I
the
don't
rush.
even want to talk right now. I just want a nap.
Good.
This
Good.
is really lovely.
I'll do that too.
I guess one of the things about sleeping lofts is there's a lot of different points of view. Some people think that it's really important to open up the space in a sleeping loft and have a really, really kind of large functional area. Then again, there's another school of thought, which is just that it's a sleeping loft. And one of my thoughts is that there is something about having a gabled roof that even though it doesn't feel as open and wide, what it does do is it makes the space incredibly cozy. There's something about being up here that's almost a little bit more like nesting than just going to another room. I mean, I feel like coming up here and just having a nap. It's like the whole house is hugging you up here in the attic. It's really lovely. I like it. So the only thing that's left to be done in here is finishing the bathroom, and then the electrician is knocking on our doors at the moment, trying to put in your light fittings, and then it's done.
Yep. Yep, and it's all done.
What was it about your life and your lifestyle that suited building a tiny house?
I guess it was, living at EarthSong and seeing, there's some units there where there's just solo people, and seeing the lifestyle they had with having their own place totally, and then go out and be with EarthSong, being communal. Whereas as I was living, I was sharing with my flatmate, and having to actually get on with your flatmate and sort things out, as well as being in the community sorting things out, it's a bit much.
So for you, this was a way where you could be by yourself, but also be with other people in community when you wanted to.
Yeah. And having my things, everything being mine, like it is in here. Yeah.
Because that's the other thing as well. I mean, I suppose before you were renting a house, whereas you own this house now. You have a house.
Yeah, I have a house.
And could you tell me more about like what's involved in being in the EarthSong community? Is there a work involved, communal chores and looking after the land together? How does that work?
There's really no rules as such, but there are guardian jobs. You know, you're a guardian for some things, for certain things, and some people don't really like gardening at all. They can be doing other things like computer. There's all these different focus groups you can be part of. They sort of always say that people choose EarthSong. It's not EarthSong that chooses people.
Can I ask what this cost to build?
Yeah, well, so far I've still got a few bills left, but yeah, it'll be 80,000, perhaps a bit more.
Yeah.
But it's got a lot to do with wages for the builders.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
So that's a huge difference, isn't it? Because we've seen DIY builds in New Zealand that have come out closer to $20,000.
Yeah.
So there's a big difference between 20 and 80, and that's paying for labour, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think the benefit to it is that you've got a lot of very beautiful touches that have gone into the house. I mean, by choosing people who are obviously expert at what they do, the finishings in here are second to none.
Yeah.
They are gorgeous. Are you happy having spent that money?
Yeah. No. No, I'm not really. I didn't really want to get into having to borrow money, but I did.
Right. What was the amount that you had anticipated it would cost you when you came into the build?
I thought it would be about 40 to 50,000.
Right.
But I also had a mishap in the beginning with a builder that wasn't as good as I thought he was.
Right.
But, you know, I just got to put that behind me because, you know, look what I've got.
And the reality is that for $80,000, you still have a house. There's not many people that can say in New Zealand now, I went out, I spent $80,000 and I own my own house.
No. And I don't have to pay rents. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And can I ask about the agreement on the land here? Are you paying rent here?
Yeah, we've set up this is again through the focus group, so everybody has been able to be part of it if they wanted.
Yeah. So
$50 per week, that's the land rent, and then $20, that's for the body corp, so that's for using the common house like everybody else. They also pay towards that. So that's $70 per week, and then of course I'll be paying my power and water, which is being measured.
But you do later on have the ability to reduce that cost by going off grid if you choose to.
Yeah.
And I think that, I mean, paying $50 a week to park the trailer here at a community probably has a lot of other benefits as well.
Oh yes.
Because you're in this place and everything that you need is here, but then you also have access to communal facilities when it comes time to entertain guests or for any reason if you need a larger space or anything like that. And of course you've got vegetable gardens and all that stuff which is growing here as well.
Yep.
Also, I mean, I think because there's a composting toilet in here, I noticed the EarthSong community does have a large central composting toilet facility.
Yeah.
So the ability to add on to that is great as well.
Yes. This is pretty good.
I think this really is an ideal solution.
Yeah.
And you've created a beautiful home here, Connie.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The EarthSong Eco-Village is an example of a place that seems to seamlessly blend both the needs of the natural world but also the modern world. They're not afraid to push convention and to take innovative steps to improve the quality not only of the environment here but also of the lives of the people that live here. I think the fact that they've not only accepted tiny house living but in fact embraced it stands as a wonderful testament to that.
gang. Det var godt, I kunne komme og se mit flotte hus. Farvel.